Broncos coach has just made a selection call so bold, so controversial, that it has not only divided fans but also put him directly at odds with rugby league royalty, Andrew Johns? This isn't just another team list. This is a decision that could either cement his legacy or blow up in his face against the Panthers in one of the biggest blockbusters of the season. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around, because the reasoning behind this selection is not what anyone expected. Before we dive into this bombshell, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the latest breaking updates, right here on Aussie NRL Updates. Alright, let's get into it. The Broncos are on the eve of their massive clash with the Penrith Panthers. Stakes are sky high, season on the line, momentum critical, and reputations on the line. But then comes the shock. Brisbane's coach makes a selection call that leaves the rugby league community stunned. Why? Because it goes directly against the advice and public opinion of one of the game's greatest ever minds, Andrew "Joey" Johns. Johns, never shy of sharing his analysis, had strongly pushed for the Broncos to stick with experience and stability heading into this battle. He pointed out the pressure cooker atmosphere that Penrith brings, the relentless style of Cleary's Panthers, and the importance of not gambling with selections. But Brisbane's coach? He's chosen the opposite path. He's rolled the dice with a decision that screams risk, but could also scream genius. So, what exactly did he do? And why has it rattled even the most hardened league experts? Let's rewind. The Broncos have been riding a roller coaster of form. At times, they look unstoppable, the flair of Reece Walsh, the power of Payne Haas, the spark of Ezra Mam. But cracks have shown. Defensive lapses. Mental fatigue. Missed opportunities in crucial games. Heading into this clash, the Broncos needed a plan that could shake things up. And the coach, well, he looked beyond the obvious. Andrew Johns had gone on record, urging Brisbane to keep a certain veteran in the starting lineup, arguing that his calmness under pressure and big game experience were non-negotiable against Penrith. But instead of sticking with John's call, the coach ripped up the script. He promoted a younger, less experienced player into a critical role, shocking fans, teammates, and critics alike. Now here's the kicker. This isn't just any young player. This is a kid who has shown flashes of brilliance, but also glaring mistakes. And to make matters even juicier, his last outing against Penrith ended in disaster. So why would the Broncos coach put his faith in him now, of all times? Behind the scenes, whispers suggest the coach believes this player is the X factor the Broncos need. He's reportedly told close confidants, "If we play the same safe game against Penrith, we lose. We need unpredictability. We need energy. We need someone who can break them open." But going against Andrew Johns? That's not something you do lightly. We are talking about one of the greatest halfbacks of all time, a man whose tactical brain is revered across the sport. When Joey speaks, most people listen. But not this coach. This coach has put his career, and his team's season, on the line with this bold call. Think about it. Every time Penrith plays, they suffocate teams. They strangle them with structure, with discipline, with sheer willpower. To beat them, you need either absolute perfection, or something so chaotic they can't prepare for it. The Broncos coach has clearly decided to choose chaos. And here's where the drama spikes. Andrew Johns fired back in commentary, warning that these are the kinds of decisions that can come back to haunt you. He emphasized that against Penrith, errors are fatal. Give them a sniff, and they'll bury you. So, are we about to witness a masterstroke? Or a catastrophe? The Broncos gamble has the rugby league world buzzing. Fans are split. Some are calling the coach brave. Others say reckless. But one thing is certain. All eyes are now locked on this player, this decision, and whether Brisbane can actually pull off the unthinkable against Penrith. Stick with me, because in the second half of this script, we'll dive even deeper into the reactions inside the Broncos camp, the players' mindset, and how this decision could reshape not only this game, but the entire final series. This blockbuster is more than just 80 minutes of football. It's a battle of philosophies. Experience versus youth, safety versus risk, Johns versus the Broncos coach. And trust me, the twists to come will leave you speechless. Alright, welcome back. If you thought the Broncos selection call against the Panthers was bold, wait until you hear the ripple effects it's already causing behind the scenes. We've got teammates questioning the move. We've got opposition players quietly smirking. And we've even got whispers that this gamble could decide not just this game, but the entire trajectory of the Broncos season. Sources close to Red Hill suggest the decision sent shockwaves through training sessions. Senior players were reportedly stunned to see the veteran dropped, with one insider saying, "You could feel the air get sucked out of the room. No one saw it coming." At the same time, the young player who's been promoted is said to be buzzing with energy, but also carrying the heavy weight of expectation. He knows he's walking into a storm, with the spotlight blindingly bright. And get this, some reports suggest Andrew Johns himself reached out to contacts within the Broncos to voice his concerns. That's how strongly he felt about this move. Outside the camp, the fans are just as divided. Social media has exploded with debates. Some are calling the coach a genius for daring to be different. Others are accusing him of arrogance,